crazy out of the box, but that's where I always thought the mates played some of their best. Like I loved
NAVI,
when they were running like a
it's been a while.
on Sunset.
Guns mates on defense, NAVI on attack. Kind of standard comps, but other than we got a
this feels like a little bit dull.
Hardest back on duelist for this one.
Former coach, one of the best teams when it comes to Ascent, the best. I think was the
it's the classic mid crunch fight over towards mid 3v3.
Yeah, a little bit. I would have loved
This is his cough.
We used to be the best back in the day. Not sure about now.
Back, I would say maybe like a few weeks ago.
I wonder if he's giving
Timber said they should close this one out. I mean, yeah, he said on Plat Chat, give them a map in their back.
Already locked down. And playing the post plant. This is
just a confidence thing at the moment.
The previous map, but well, I think we'll see a different face, or rather, critique them on the previous map about previous games, not about the one we just saw. Here, though, as well, I don't expect to see many problems. Pistols in play, though. You never know. For mates, they'll come out swinging. The tank, Beaz, and Kata. 3 big players on the way through. Shock dart. It's good. A little bit of damage on the Angel. That's a headshot on the Angel. Almost took down Xiao as well. Now,
what a
with
shot.
Zipbang gone,
oh my god, this was it's a retake and a half.
Needed by NAVI to stay alive. Just one connected to the body will do it. For each 4 HP left.
Hey, you guys didn't stick on this? Someone had to send it.
All the way down. It is done for NAVI.
Obviously, I had no idea about the damage that the shock did.
Perfect.
It is 2-1 for pistols.
To close it, and it's the spike that does the damage. But perfect. Yeah, I just think it's the amount of time. Like they were a little bit unlucky on the mate side that those shock darts almost killed Xiao. Like I think it was on like 5 HP.
Because they pretty much like had to be in the smoke or visible from the smoke when they tapped it, so you can get into the smoke then if they haven't spammed
even
you.
when you go back to their last game on this map where they lost to GX, he was fragging. Like this was
Ryan, hello. How's the EMEA been this week?
He was back on the Omen. But now this is
one-sided still, honest with you. Right?
Xiao, I don't think has been anywhere near as inconsistent as everyone else. And he's been playing a role that he's good at, but it's not his best. This fade is, for me, I think his best role. I think this is where, if he's going to have one of those crazy Xiao performances, it will be here. That, though, is a great start for Takaz. He's managed to find one initially with an aggressive peek out.
Wait, we had a timeout of a user?
Considering he has, well, other than the Ghost, the only investment in this round, anything more he can do would be fantastic.
Damn.
Very valuable.
The chat defended the mods, love that.
After he get aggressive in A main, immediately he's back on a no chance for a trade, even if there was someone close by. Now it becomes a little tough for NAVI. You can't go down to the numbers and the trades. They've got to come ahead in these fights. And the Outlaw will
picking the right side on this one.
Shot onto any of these players on the defensive side, and they will go down. Nice skin also. Respect his skins. Drone's going to be destroyed, but the reveal could be dangerous. Luckily, he's behind a wall. And the Classics, not known for their high penetration.
No.
Thank you for doing that, Lexi.
Wow. This is the thing. Any extra kills for mates
or Alec
is a rebought gun or a gun that's not going to be in the next round. The only thing that they have to, well, hope doesn't happen is from here on out, it's flawless for NAVI. Winning it, it's not going to be easy. Like, they just don't have the weaponry for that. And the time that they're already taking will put them in a pretty similar scenario to the last round.
Are they going to go for
it's going to be shut out.
You guys don't have to try retake. Just clear B main, wait for them. No, you guys are going for the retake.
Sort of locked into the site. The first one goes the way of Ardis. He's isolated. He's going to go down. They seem to have an idea that Sugetsu's here, but the rest of the players now drop. Even still, that's going to be an extra gun, and potentially he could even remove the remainder.
Yeah, he's probably going to get one, right? He might even get both at the moment of the time.
Who's just waiting on the
lovely man, got another?
Can he get anything more?
That is a costly round.
Yeah, you think back to the last map, it was mates going lights out in round number 2, saving most of their guns over. It put them in a decent position even after their opponents start winning rounds. For NAVI, that's not the case. This is a huge blow to them, and it means either they invest everything and this upcoming round will be the one that matters, that they need to win, or they play a very weak third round and a chance for mates to walk right back into the map. Looks like the decision.
Keep up.
A nice bonus. Got one gun bought into it from the guy that had the ghost into the round before.
Not a lot of chances for NAVI to do damage in this round. Certainly not an even fight.
Well, that's the gun. Dude, Taka should be winning that.
Gun is immediately going to be juggled off to somebody else.
Not a convincing duel.
As I said, you'd have to assume
they all have shields.
And
the assumption is
really anyone.
It's
No?
Didn't even try and defend a gun here. Like, not even like a smoke or anything.
Papa's got the Vandal. Papa's keeping the Vandal.
He turned back. I was like, no, Tom, look, he's... Nope.
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
We got there in the end. We got there in the end. It's going to go into the hands of Artis, but the thing is, the buy for the rest of the players still...
Double kill trip. Odin back to site. I don't know when he gets his recon, but Navi have chosen the right site here.
From the shadows to take himself back over to the other side of the map, which is just
Omen all is gonna stick.
Bayaz will be laying down
Knife hits
fire.
both.
A lot of players already close, and let me tell you, this isn't where the Odin thrives. They can't do a damn thing. Stuck in position. HP is at least recovered with a flash.
What a timing of a flash, though.
That slows them down, and the Spanish
My God, has no one pushed into backside.
Yeah,
they handled it well.
Well, they've done that.
Dude, weird setup from Gentlemen.
Both picking them up, B site secured, weapons to be
I
retrieved.
guess because they had the Omen flash, but I also Omen also just didn't like how they played.
For the save, while Navi
I don't even think I mind the duel that much. I just hate that there was no reaction to them obviously having a gun down.
Of the round, and they leave it with a lot of free weapons.
Dude, Navi are back, man. We've seen back-to-back maps where they actually get the pistol and win the bonus that we used to see every single time.
I think a solid pot flash. It meant that even though the paranoia saved them, they couldn't actually capitalize off the back of it. And then it's just a numbers game. If 5 players go running at 2 players at the back of the site, even if you trade evenly,
they salvaged this with one gun. Yeah, that's what I mean. This was a literal one-gun investment. And now they got 3 extra guns. One of them's an Odin.
4 players on 4 guns. That is a huge third round for them, and it basically undoes all of the success
so much from
of the
this.
Previous round for mates.
When will the new map be played? There is a chance for it tomorrow morning, or whatever that time is for you for Pacific games.
It was huge.
For 3-0, a great start for Navi. Mates.
The Doom Bros on location buff effect, yeah, the actual aura has to be close to him.
Navi hitting form on a map like Ascent. Might be tougher to do here. Mates have a lot of weaknesses, and they're going to try to make up for that by going aggressive, getting an early fight inside of main, and, well, it works out. The Shock Dart trades Artis, and that's from the grave for Bayaz, a martyrdom Shock Dart. There's still a lot of weaknesses for the remaining players. 2 rifles, though.
Well, Xiao got himself a free Odin in the last round. He's going to try and put that to good use. It's double up of rifles in pizza is definitely a bit of a gamble. A knife goes through, could give them up. Any utility placed there and they'd be screwed, but it's more just a surprise factor. And while Angel was definitely surprised,
Smokes
the rest
down.
of the team are going to try and just
Every
quickly make their
prioritize
move
spawn
in.
and
Bear in mind,
market.
this is still a weaker purchase.
Someone spawn.
Taka's not revealed. Pop flash, they're going to try and play off it, moving as a unit, and it's going perfectly for Gentlemates.
Oh, and they spotted him as well. The Gentlemates need to try and keep this one clean. They know where he's going to be, so the setup should be good, right?
Completely surrounded. I don't think they're going to
Contact
give this one
into
up at
double
all. They're
swing.
just waiting for Kadavra to come in from behind and even just swinging off the contact. Really nice.
They had 2 guns into it, right? So they pick up 2, so kind of going both ways.
Back on the board. Finding success, 2 rifles.
50, yeah, well, they're back. They're back to split to Navi.
Tough about that one. Artis tried his best. They even had the counter.
All they have to do is believe for a little bit that they were back.
Expecting that level of aggression on main and then coming out of the smoke. It's never a pretty way to have a site take go when so many players tucked in on mates.
Everyone should have really good money now.
Up by any flashes, any utility that came out, just
for one person in terms of artists that wouldn't be able to buy, maybe gets a kill on this one. We are so close to the round after this just being a hell of a lot of ults.
Space taken. Angel is running it down. He's already in line. He's crossed his site, trying to spam out heaven. He's not done you dead. Okay.
Yeah, this is weird. They're trying to, they're pretty much making this like a BBL strat where you make a lot of pressure over towards A, then you walk up short with your jet, but we have a lurker as well, so.
There's a man behind enemy lines. For now, there'll be no
really good call
contact,
from this.
but the spike is left behind, Tom. Yep. I really don't
John
think
QT said the teams in NA will probably permaban Abyss. Yeah, I would imagine that's right. But it's kind of like a, I mean, most teams will. There's only like a few teams that have actually been confirmed into playoffs that maybe have like a week or so to look at it.
I also like how you said is now the entry fragger.
Like
if he ever wasn't, Sugetsu's lurk is going to help
maybe
them out
Lev,
massively.
I can't remember where they were.
It's kept 2 players on the other side, and they're also going to get all of the information.
But yeah, it'll be like
like
chicken, right?
Know they're safe to plant.
You don't want to waste your ban on that if you know that the other team's not wanting to play it.
They have a late lurk coming in from Sugetsu as well.
Yeah, this should be secured. Look at this setup, man. How did Navi lose this?
and it will be coming up a little later. Artis might have to back off. Presumed there'd be a flash.
Okay,
it was dry peak, and the timing
stage
caught him
one.
off as well. Shao backing off, creating a bit more space. Hunt goes through. That's the last piece of utility.
Sugetsu, how many you got?
Actually on the other side, right? Zipban's popped his ult. He's cancelling out anything from mates, slowing down their push, allowing time for Sugetsu to finish that flank, to find the value. Although they're already dropping into the site, looking for the duel. Zipban is eagerly awaiting them, but Sugetsu's left alone. And the time seems to already be too far gone. Big swing that he's denied of, but even still, it's not close enough. Red Bull
Ever in doubt with that one. Not even close.
Rounds right now from the spike going off and just mates taking a little bit too long in these rotations. Yeah,
There's a couple of these rounds though where it is this not like a third round where Gentlemates need to speed up for including both of the maps? They definitely chill a little bit way too much when that spike's ticking.
Relatively quick, if I'm being honest.
Stefan, thank you so much. Thank you.
To sort of sacrifice to get that spike to
half. I'm trying my best out here, but
that ends up being the problem. 4-1 now. Navi's economy still good enough for them to get onto the board for another round. They're already going to start farming.
A nice strat from Navi though. Yeah, and I think they know that they like to play retake over towards A a lot. Judging from that round.
After one Prowler goes through, because it could mean Angel's seconds.
They question mark Credo over towards A, insta group up with the spike towards B.
For mates, they take side control. They sit down,
we have a bait, and this is weird because normally this is the opposite way round in terms of the bait. The Jet would normally be the one a little bit more committed, so I'd see Takas take a shot and then re-peek again with dash.
He'll fire off the op. And even activate the dash. It's not needed, it's not used. Oh,
yeah.
The shot missed, and
the reason it's normally the other way around is to make sure that doesn't happen.
Nice
you can dash away.
NAVI takes some damage, but no losses just yet. Those shots desperately close to eliminating Takas.
Oh, now Will! Hardest goes back for a second bite of the cherry. And while his opposing Jet is lost. Again, we've seen this already. Close rounds for the side of mates, lost by a margin of seconds. Ones where we talk about, oh, the damage they're going to do, and then the next round is almost squeaky clean from
As
Navi.
Much as I didn't like the setup from Gentlemates, Navi did good to just know that there's an op in play. As soon as they take some kind of contact here with the Prowler, they were going to insta-use the ult overwhelm. It was very, you know how normally I'll talk about teams having an op and then teams will just go fast. This was like a little default into something fast, right? Bit of A pressure, try have some pressure over towards here so they don't have 3 people stacked over towards B, and then just a hit, but it kind of felt like a similar version of a rush, right? They're making sure that every corner has util. They don't want to turn a corner without util and get opt. Prowler straight into the ult. Everyone's swinging.
They've just lost the operator in the last second of the round.
Wait, did they?
I think he must have peeked into Artis, but for the life of me, I can't work out why. Like Artis was. Oh man, that's just silly.
That was the last.
I understand you've got an operator, but
yeah, they're messing up, man.
Silly. I mean, what's the benefit? You kill Artis. Okay, they have one less weapon. Firstly, he has Bladestorm. Secondly, they have money.
They had 4 players.
And you know what? You don't have money. So that's silly.
Yeah, this is
that's
greedy.
A silly little mistake, and one that will haunt him in this round as he's now forced to use a much less impactful weapon.
Also, it would have been, the operator would have gone to Takas.
Yeah, Takas is fuming.
Oh. Maybe they're going to win this round anyway. The fragment's going to put Takas in a horrible spot. The trade's not bad. They're doing damage.
The pinch over towards me. He has no clue. He has no idea about the guy close.
Player in this corner, but he's won the fight anyway. And both players now tag low. The spams not quite connecting. Takas now retrieved the gun as well. This is one of the best opportunities we've seen in a while.
Cow.
For the side of mates, they know exactly where this guy is, and he runs out of bullets. It puts it down to the 1 versus 1.
A very good reposition from the tank, yeah. Insta-mate sound over towards his spam in the box, and straight away rotated towards top middle.
Takas really has to be fuming as well. They might have won the round, but second time in a row, he's been spammed through a smoke by Artis.
Yeah. I mean, only the low buys that they're winning at the moment.
His gears, 1 and 6. But for mates, 2 rounds on the board, locked in by what is, I'll say, an unusual victory. Even after losing, okay, winning the opening fight technically, but then seconds later, the advantages swing back in the other direction. Great work done by Whalers.
Yeah.
And if he had a few more bullets, he might have closed it out himself, but luckily he had the tank to back him up. There's still lots of space to grow in this half. Many more rounds to play for. Navi much slower. Look how spread out they are. They want to fight for middle control.
Let's see if they can actually win a buy round, man. It's been double 50s.
Will be where the battle goes down. The tank and Kata already pushed up close. We'll see how this develops over the round.
Yeah, you look back at NAVI victories on this map. Back at Split 1, you're talking about 9 rounds twice on attack, 7 rounds versus BBO on attack. So this is normally where they thrive. Even in the defeat to Foot, they had 7 rounds on their attack side. And it was more of the surprise.
Pressure B main, pressure A main, insta group up. They don't care about middle right now. They care about middle and the ecos.
Here though, the economy's on the brink.
And that's the rounds they're losing.
You see this round go the way of mates, and you could
see what the flash is like to take Takas away from this angle. Could be into the nade, into flash top.
Seems like he's going to be the one under pressure, waiting with the operator. Shot not connected, and he needs to get out.
Yeah, it's time to just fall back and reset. Other teammates way too far away as well. Could be an overpeak. For a second, I thought Artis would jump.
At least they double smoke though.
Much further back. NAVI have the time now.
Tankers is all for retake. They got flash, recon, can combo this well. Double flash from the tank. Oh, that fade eye, it was sick.
Takas was seen and taken down. Xiao looking to do a little bit more. Down below as they fall, he's the one to swing to keep the boxed in from back of Jenny. They try to trade it out. Xiao's down to just a classic, not much damage to be done. There's the late lurk from Sagetsu, but it might be too late. Angel has to try to take them off that spike. It's already halfway. Good damage, but the spams need to come in.
Oh, and he killed in the tank and maybe thought it was the guy defusing. 40 HP, that's a close one. Yeah, lovely smoke though. Gotta give him that.
I think just being able to isolate Xiao was enough. Like that was where just the angles just weren't quite there, as you said. Sugetsu just a little bit too far behind. And this time, well,
I'll find you.
Finally gonna see. Yeah, this was just nasty.
That gets the guy in short as well. That's pretty cool.
This is why we want to see him on that initiator, but then being able to deal with him a little bit later in the round, the sacrifice of Natung for the team. Well, we already know he's about it. Artis. Well, with a weapon you wouldn't be expecting to see, but it's more so the fact that he has the Blade Storm to play with.
Type of tiebreak do they use? There's like a big Reddit thread, man. You can check it out there.
Short fight about to go down. It's Cadaver to fall, but Whalers is still here and holding strong. They filled in the space on mid. Sure, there's 2 kills, but a 3rd player there as well. NAVI clean it all up.
Dude's got an ace.
Whalers is still putting up a fight. 3 kills to his name, and an ace needed to close this round out. The spike is down in front of him. That's the advantage he's playing with. And traps on the A site.
This is the first time NAVI's actually properly won out the duel over towards mid.
Ahead of time. If they go towards the A site, there's traps. He'll have the information, even has a cam as well.
Like the fade on this map because people don't know about the eyes normally. That's true. Everyone's used to the most normal recons.
Having the info on A.
Camera taken out.
Wonder if they'll be caught off
Plus,
guard by this.
I swear, the first like 3 weeks of people using fade again, everyone was mistiming shooting the eye. And on this map, that is devastating.
Zipan is still being given up. There's only one angle that they haven't checked, and now he's shot the bullets. They're going to try and fight this one together.
Handles,
good decision by NAVI, and a nice
got 1, 2, 3 people that can't buy. Yeah, that round that they won with 3 people.
I also want to say that I don't know if you saw what
I mean, sorry, just 1 person staying alive is devastating.
He TPs through his own smoke there. You see it, and then gets 2 kills. It's just it's madness. Like. I think it was, this one just coming out of the smoke. I think actually Sugetsu got the kill, but it is just craziness from the IGL to try and support the rest. And
yeah, and dude, they're actually playing these situations well as well. That's something that we weren't seeing earlier.
Basically a ninja defuse.
Forcing down to an eco again.
Your economy. So mates, as said, they could have got back to an even scoreline, but instead they're now that little bit further behind.
Yeah, it's the Liquid Brazil strat.
Came after that, and they've gone for 2 of their own. The tank and Whalers.
I like this. This one actually this one was probably better than the actual strat, right? Go in, doing the home and flashing the recon a little bit later. You have less time to react.
Well, he's showing how dangerous it is up close, and how on long range you don't really have to fear it. Sagetsu does well, cleaning up Bea's information now. About to be there, but the shot from Takas, the Blade Storm still lurking as a threat, and they're going towards it. Both players fighting for this control. They tried to isolate them out in the back, but it's Takas they need to be worried about. He's got it.
And the flash went in the smoke as well. Okay, nicely done from Gentleman. Yeah, this is a classic. Just recon deep, Omen flash on top, and then the jet dashing over towards short.
This game has not gone the way that in most of the cases that it should, it seems. A couple of rounds where the Spike has won it. This time it's the individual presence of Bucky and the Blade Storm of Takas with a little bit of help from his friends,
but maybe the flash went outside, it just hit the wall.
NAVI are going to take a pause of their own. I think realizing that some of these have been firstly too close for comfort already, but losing to a sneaky defuse, a Blade Storm, when you're the ones with the advantage, has got to be frustrating. And not wanting to let these rounds...
Should intentionally low buy every round.
Said, like they're normally
You're right, this is the only buy v buy, right? This has been a low buy, this has been a low buy, this has been a low buy. And this was the spam and the smoke round.
Though, Thomas, is the
we're defused on 40 HP. It's not convincing.
So slow,
I'll say that
and
much.
You see that manifest in like one player going for the peak.
Let's force him down to Nico though.
A pacey attack. There's not a shift in direction after players are spotted, and so they go blind in. Like what you do on a buy round. Oh, here, flash me in. I'll see if they're there. I'll take the fight. But on a low buy, that's a big risk. Even blinded up, Bucky's got a good chance to get you. You know, you just have to feed the timing of I've been blinded, someone's about to swing, click. And this time around, if you look at a lot of those fights, even the last two coming out of the smoke towards the site, it allows for Takas to just fire the blades into the smoke, and he's getting all 5 off before anyone's even thinking about coming out. It's slow, it's respectful, and I think it wasn't what was needed in a round like that.
Dapper's definitely been seen. Could be forced to retreat now. The expectation was that this was going to be a B hit. You can see they've got the Cypher,
the Fade Eyes again, and
players there.
giving them value.
Be
Pretty sure that clears over towards site as well. You got a camera to retake.
It's not something you really want to allow.
Now managed to save his ult though for the fast blood.
Yeah,
Xiao's ult here.
The Nightfall, immediate response. They're going to try and get it nice and fast, but already that Nightfall's been used. And a trade to start things off, and the tank's done well. And in fact, Whalers has come up with another. It's only going to be left onto one artist with not the gun you'd want in this scenario, and he's going to get
that was pretty impressive though. They hit a lot of nice shots. Whalers did good, and they'll probably take the big win of taking Xiao's ult out of it as well. It got weird because they were like past the point of where he's going to ult, and then he ulted over towards short. He hit kind of like next to him like one that was above him.
Trying to take cover, and the best part about it is you've got Bayaz just raining down hellfire from above, a shower of lead on those players below, and well, it wasn't even needed until the last second when it amounts to suppressing fire. They had so many
mysteries as well. Like that Nightfall from Xiao goes towards short, because that's when they've been retaking from the most of the time. Every single player in that moment immediately runs straight out heaven. I don't think the Nightfall hit anybody on Gentlemates, and if it did, the player it hit was irrelevant to the round.
Yeah, it plays as a point of contact. They've used that. They're going to fight for control. Let's bring the fight to them. And the fact that so many of Navi's players are just stuck underneath it, it's a tough angle to fight back out from.
They go a little bit faster on this one.
Mates,
4-1B split.
One round behind at this point and looking to equalize at the half. It's Takas with an aggressive push-up. He's been spotted by the Prowler, and the dash is used, but there's no safe space. Navi have already filtered out
handled this really well. He's going to eat that flash, though.
Good flash. He's blinded. Gets away with a bit more than I expected.
Yeah, instant Omen. Do Navi cancel this? It's definitely a world where they could just chill out a little bit here.
No easy solution to this round.
With the amount of pressure they were doing, they should definitely know this Omen was stuck.
So what would have been a one-man defense, Bayaz now has support. And already to get
this wasn't too bad. 3v4, just wanted to go for a solo duel. He was one of the only people with HP. Went for the 1v1.
There's no way you're going to get past an Odin with
it's a good recovery from Gentlemates, to be honest.
An absolute miracle. And speaking of miracles, that's what we
they'll take
need
this.
from Ardis. Not going to be the case. Just like in the last map, an early start for one team and a resurgence. But this time, Mate are on the other side of it.
Well, we almost warned about this early on. We saw NAVI steam into the lead, but similar as well to the first map. It just felt like they were a different beast. They were against a team that they were outmatching, and all of that changed. We start to see Mates much more proactive in some of those later fights, in getting ahead of the retakes, or getting ahead of the post plans, not letting NAVI get into a decent position.
Pistol rounds 2-1 at the moment.
Utility.
Gentleman's could do with this. Dude, Whalers is 14-7.
Carrying some value for this squad. Whalers has been unbelievable.
Hey, he's fragging out
14-7 at the moment on the Cypher, and a lot of big rounds from him, even in terms of just keeping that Navi economy low, like the almost
Frenzy over
easy
towards short in the corner with a camera to get you info.
As we look at Navi's defense,
Insta-prowl towards B, smoke on middle as well to take mid.
No early fights. They're spread out, just looking for the information, allowing mates to make the first move, and it looks like the attackers are very keen to do that.
Yeah, and he's getting out of this, so it's going to literally be camera, contact, flash, swing with the frenzy.
For Angel afterwards, and that's where the swing from Sagetsu could do so much.
Oh boy, he let go of the flash. It's all good. They didn't send it fully.
Catches quite a lot. The reaction is perfect. The reaction to peek out into an attack, not so much. That was a 5 versus 3.
And they had this guy middle, right? Or am I just fully imagining stuff?
Are spread thin across a pretty big map.
I don't think so, okay.
Time is good for Zipan. Getting out of this might be difficult, but never mind. He's taken over and left it down to just Kadavra. A 1 versus 2. Something that could
how long does he hold this for?
Either side second half. And he's going to try and just be patient here. The re-aggression could be punished. They're peeking this one together. He's won that first duel. Tagged low, even lower in fact. There's another bullet will connect, but he's just going to try and retreat out of this one. Xiao unable to
definitely saw him with the jump at the end here. 28 HP.
Already.
I didn't realize the smoke was going to fall down.
Of the cross, wary of somebody peeking out from heaven.
I mean, Xiao walks through this.
Xiao does have himself the horn.
What is the timing like?
Available. But he might just look for the element of surprise. The door cannot be closed. In fact, that horn is not going to connect.
Oh, that's sick, man.
He's actually started
yeah,
and
how long does he wait before he plants?
Being tapped. I don't know
he
if he's
did good, man. He waited for a good amount of time here. Psych, thank you so much. Thank you. My 6 years for tomorrow. Surely I'll do it, Psych. Surely.
The contact. Xiao's walking through. He's gone straight through the smoke. He's caught him perfectly back around Jenny. There's no way Kata expects him to be here already.
Wait, the weirdest timing ever.
For Xiao, but he still doesn't know where Kata is. It's a game of cat and mouse, and we don't know who the mouse is just yet. With 28 HP,
no way, that's mental.
Side angle. A rat on the
that was so mad.
He packed quite a bite.
Okay, nice 1v2.
6. The lead is for mates.
Oh, such a huge round from him. Being able to escape from a corner that looked like an unstoppable position. Again,
the timing was insane here. Shout out to the tank for making this doable. Gets the double kill on short and then big 1v2.
2 kills in middle. But it wasn't quite as
good.
Wait,
I mean that's a 1v3, I guess.
From Kadavra, even trading that and
yeah, we can call it that.
Things off with some perfect positioning. That will be mates now into the lead and some sheriffs. All that's on the board for Navi.
I think I can summarize the last round for Navi.
That's too many sheriffs.
Me with a bag of jellies.
Surely that's too many sheriffs.
Every time
4 of them, maybe Gentlemates never by Outlaws.
Stands in the open with a flash because he thinks there's another player close. If you just fall back, you just wait it out. They had it 5v3, 3v1. But each step of the
there
way,
are allowed 2 deaths, and potentially we could see Whalers getting a bit of info on one of the sides of the map, so they don't go into the 4 stack over towards B.
A very heavily armed militia, but
how many of these guys don't
send a lot of players in the right position. It seems to be at the right time. Just depends whether mates decide to go back. Remember,
I hate everything about what they're doing right now.
They've got some control, got the ability
to
now
rotate. They've left the gun.
Do that now. But yeah, a weapon to be retrieved by Navi, and perhaps even a chance for Angel up close. If the timing is everything, the shots landed by Whalers at least.
Oh, Navi didn't go and pick up the gun thinking that people would be defending it.
That weapon, that they've actually left it. Maybe just realizing that them having it is going to be more problematic. Nice work from the
They locked off the gun on short.
What was a dangerous round now becomes what looks like a done deal.
I didn't love this eco round, anti-eco from mates, but
seemingly gone. It will be a rifle that's dissipated, something that is going to be a little bit frustrating. I don't think they're going to have time to go and get that one back unless somebody leaves now, but I guess if Kadavra is just going to continue to kill everyone, maybe he'll be able to afford an extra one anyway.
2-round gap. Mates build the early lead. Like you said, Navi, they drop that weapon. It's a little bit of cost. And there's 2 facets to it. They don't go for the rifle on one condition. There could be someone lurking there. You lose another player, and the round chances just completely fall apart. Better to group up and try to take the hit.
I'm really interested to see if someone buys an outlaw here, because you definitely got to be looking at this money, knowing that 4 people are gonna be in light armor. I don't fancy it.
That cost is passed forward to this round, but even
definitely think teams aren't getting punished enough for this stuff at the moment.
On the side of Navi, defensive aggression is going to be employed early. Angel on the choke point, and yes, he had support, but it didn't look like he needed it. Gorgeous play.
At least there was a KO flash, but
they might have even invested into some more rifles. I think everybody had one coming into this round.
Yeah.
Now just a 5 versus 3 for their trouble.
Oh, Angel, he's gone back for a little more. I can't say I'm a huge fan. He's on 55 HP. He's playing an off angle. Timing's everything. It's going to give more of an individual peak. They're going to look to try and push on this.
Take the timing of this cage because you've got nothing else. Water flash. Oh my god, 3v5.
But they have a huge advantage. It's being brought back, but not for
that was a
very
high
long.
HP though.
Zhao, though, well, it's the tank in his ult, but the ult's not going to keep him alive, that's for sure.
Yeah, surprised he popped the ult in this one, but
again, it would have to be a mistake for him to manage to take this.
Oh, a big mistake. The only good thing is that Navi are split, but with 35 seconds left, it's not like he's going to go rotate into B, and there's utility waiting from there if he does. All they need to do is wait for that plant, and the tank needs to use that.
Yeah, look at where Zhao is. He's gone so
no matter what,
massive
this is a good round so far. Gentleman's just bonus.
Either he's going to go back to mid,
this guy did
buy,
which worries me a little
so
bit.
I'm just going to sit as far away as humanly possible. And for the tank, there's even an argument here of, do I just try and hold on to the rifle? Do I just bring that into the next round to give me something? Instead, he's going to plant safe. He's actually managed to get it down. As you said, both of these players
doesn't hit the guy. He's cooked, bro. He has no idea this guy's here on the left side.
And wants to get to is just waiting. But again, he's managed to cross. He's managed to take just that little bit of extra space. The individual fight almost granted, but they still haven't cleared him just yet. Eventually,
he played this pretty well though. That was impressive. Okay, so with the 3 deaths, we've got 3 people that can't buy into the next round. Everyone's going to be forcing into this one. I imagine Beaz might have to get like a stinger or something. Zhao back on initiator, yeah. They've gone back to some older roles.
Very nice stuff from Navi, and I like this much more controlled.
I haven't seen any mental angel TPs yet.
In that late play, again, some of those previous rounds. Looking back at the last map, Sunset as well. I think it was a lot.
He's in the 2v2. The ult, yeah. His actual timing of the ult wasn't too bad at all.
One more. I can just go out for that one more. Make the play. And now?
A little bit of a hit into this one because of them buying early, but we got 3 on each team that can't buy next.
For both teams, Beaz the only weakness for the squad. Ultimates not really stacked up for either team's favor, although I will say the neural thefts have been decent so far. I mean, given a lot of information.
Camera broken on middle from Artis.
I remember the round
now insta reposition.
Players were in mid, hidden by smokes, and yet still Angel was able to
Omen on the rotate.
But also, this is just a huge round for economy. Both teams are almost at 0. And the tank, Cadaver a little bit above, and the same for Artis on the other side, alongside Sugetsu. Everyone else is as close to 0 as you can really get. It looks like the play once again is going to be try a hit into this A site.
Oh my god.
The spams have actually done a decent amount of damage, but
Artis took a whoa!
Swung back though, and that's
the slingshot back, that was sick.
Through the cages. They're giving the fights, it's a whiff though.
Yeah, Jerome didn't go low enough to hit
to play around the edge of the smoke, giving the fight over.
Here.
It's a shaky one, but he's got Angel alongside
this is a convincing round,
the deadly duo. Whalers, he's been good. Not this good.
Okay, he's gonna get one more, but
good man.
17-9. That's all it amounts for. Is KD. There's no way to get back through that door, take down these players, and stop the defuse all in time. NAVI have found the round win. They've equalized it up. And after Mates taking pistol and getting that little injection of rounds, I think the defensive side feels pretty good about where they're at. That was a big round for economy, like you said, Tom. For NAVI, it would have destroyed them. For Mates, it seems like they will get a second lease at life, although there will be a lot of weaknesses for the next. And they've even called a timeout here, seeing that this could be a turning point in the series.
Looks like they'll be able to get rifles, maybe with the light shields for a few of the players, which, again, there isn't anything in play on the NAVI side that would really change too much.
2 of them can get OK guns.
Ult economy, not massively important for either side. Most ultimates a couple away at least. And what it is coming down to crunch time to put this in perspective once again.
Wait, have they got? They got way more money than I thought.
Nothing can be disputed in that regard. Gentlemates lose, they are out.
Light armor at least.
Nothing can change that. If Gentlemates win,
guess they had the save gun.
They're still not through yet, but Navi are out. And they're going to be looking at Carmine Corp to try and take that victory in the next game for them. That would be they have to win this and the next map, of course. And on the other side of things,
Riv,
Liquid
hello mate,
sat
how we
there,
doing?
Emil's sat there and he's going, okay, well I need gentle mates to knock out Navi.
The coaches write in the
And then for
notebook, just like
Vitality,
everything that's
to
going
save
on,
us,
try
which,
piece stuff together.
I don't know if you've seen Save's
Like,
recent tweet.
let's use a
He
small
has said
example,
he's
like even just
not
like
planning
omen
on
flashes,
doing it.
right?
But
If they're not using omen flashes on their
that's
attack, but they're
something
giving over
that we
towards
have to
sight,
look
and you're
at.
losing a
If
retake
gentle
because
mates
they're
can
omen
turn
flashing
this
when
around.
you're
If
omen
not,
flashing.
It's very simple.
You'll
Navi
just be
through,
writing all of that
both
kind of stuff
Liquid and
down.
Mates are
Also,
done.
what strats are they doing? What strats are you doing? What setups have you done? Are they breaking trips? All of like the little micro things that are happening. Are they taking A main a lot? What are they using? Are they using a KO flash for A main? If not, should we be fighting A main to make him use a KO flash?
A real desire to get that
Just
Hunter's Fury,
everything,
of course. It's
really.
so good to sort of work alongside Takas, having that
Are
Hunter's
they still
Fury in
sticking to a lot
combination
of
with
stuff that
him
they
dashing
used to
into
do in the
site.
past? Which means that maybe they're
The
more
Navi
likely to
side,
do other stuff, like
quite a
alt
bit of
rounds.
presence into mid. The combination of Xiao, hardest jump peeking, and now Angel there to join him. Looks like they want to challenge this one. Zipan's gone out as well. It's a 4-player mid push. They've seen nothing.
They have been spamming this corner a
Instead,
little
they're now
bit.
going to be pressured on the other side.
That could be a chance for
Oh,
Whalers.
that'll do it.
The spot's going to be open on short with Zagetsu down. Manpower starting to dwindle.
Fast retake,
That
fast
Navi
flood
side, only
retake.
one player on
Yeah,
short
and
now,
they
and
wrecked
even
this
less
guy
in
on
heaven.
door, so
Angel's
there's
drop.
no pressure door.
Zipan good for one. Cloudburst has covered him off for a moment, given the avenue for Takas to take him down. All the kills go in the way of Mates, and well, even if Artis found
I mean, they had the
more,
security from top
Whalers
mid.
was right behind him. There was
Okay,
no
I'm
way out.
pretty
9 rounds on the
sure.
board
I mean,
for
I would
Mates,
even
a
be
much
fine with a
more
Navi timeout on
direct
this one,
round,
but
and
pretty sure they're
great
just going to be
success
playing actual
found
A
just
side
out
here
of
instead of the
A-main,
trips.
and the fact that they have
It would
that
be pretty easy to call a
little
switch here and
curveball
put the
of
Cypher back
Whalers
over
moving
towards
through
B.
mid, having it be, with mid having
I would
it
maybe
cleared,
give
what,
them
10
the
seconds before?
early trip, but
Yeah,
I don't think there was much Navi could do.
Well, that was the thing. I
How's the
think
roll
this
swap
came
looking?
down
A lot
Mates
better, to be
almost
honest.
just firstly having the information, because Whalers will have heard everything, but also they've hit
Yeah.
A that
Okay, well,
many
they at least
times in a
called the
row.
switch
Like, I think that's 3,
internally.
maybe
Don't need
4
a
times
timeout
in
for
a
that
row now
one.
they've gone towards that A side. So it's almost just a ruse. It's like hedging the bet that Navi won't stack that up again. Left it onto Sugetsu. This round is a mixed bag buy. A Guardian, Angel with a rifle.
No way.
Oh, they've just spotted everyone within the smoke. It's not pretty. An even trade. Xiao hasn't been seen. He's lurking in the smoke, but it's still just going to be the 1-for-1. Still, though, with the weaponry that was put in, for Navi, that's not too bad. This next fight could be absolutely everything. Bears, I don't know if the trail has given him away. Sugetsu only with a pistol, and he doesn't win the battle.
We hit one,
Oh,
though.
but Angel might. He's got the perfect timing, and now he's got the spike.
Down B.
Smoke for main, knowing Bayaz was there not long ago. Bayaz no drone, although now is not the time to use it. Has the reveal and 2 shocks. Good utility to work off of. Needs to recover that spike and might even try to hightail it afterwards. Has the time to rotate, but getting out there is the problem. So many nasty angles Angel could be hiding inside of. 40 seconds on the clock. It still looks like he'll have time
Does
after
he
gets
go
it, but he won't
stairs?
have to commit. And
That's
Angel
all
is
about.
hedging his bets a little bit. He spotted the spike is still there. No need to play greedy. No need to over-aggress. And where is
30
Bayaz going to
seconds
look
left.
as he
Whoa.
makes his way out? I think he saw him.
He saw him.
I
He saw the
think
gun
saw
barrel.
An angle on Angel, and well, Angel's now got the info.
And
but
he's
at a heavy
running
cost.
away.
He's tagged down to
And he's
48
gonna know that he's done
HP.
damage.
I think the barrel gave him away. The TP.
Does he cancel? He sticks it.
Admits it. And Bayaz has made the
Bayaz is
perfect read.
on top of it, though, and as soon as
Basically the bait and
Angel
switch,
sees
but
his recon, he's like,
Angel's
well,
got this one completely wrong.
I
I better
know.
wish he had that TP
That's
once
so
again,
funny.
because it is going to be the plant. And the worst thing as well is
Yeah, they went
already
for the mind
tagged.
game set.
There's a Hunter's Fury.
He's gotta
available.
know he's
Now,
done
I
a good
don't
amount of
know
damage.
If Bears would take the risk and use it here, it's probably not the time to try and attempt something risky. But at the same time, it's still going to be the battle of the brains. The
There's their money
IGLs,
out for
the
this one.
leaders of the
They
team,
can at least buy
to
next.
level things up, or for Mates to take a further lead. Bears is just waiting.
Okay,
on the
nicely
angle,
handled from
and he
Bears.
does not
Yeah.
miss a beat.
See, that one got a little
10
bit
to
too
8.
close, though, right?
Lead extended.
Against an eco, they push through their own
Mates a
smoke
few
at
rounds
middle.
away from doing
No
exactly
util.
the same that Navi did to them and taking it to Split.
Watching that round from
Navi pretty much
Zipan's
pulled the most
perspective
perfect thing, though,
was
with 3-person. Yeah,
perplexing. The guy's running back and forth.
They
through
wanted
a
to do their
smoke
own
with a
punish over
Guardian,
towards
not able
middle.
to hit anyone, understandably.
Give him the
considering
Talon match for
scenario.
sure.
Look at
Tomorrow?
that.
Yeah,
There
for
it
sure.
is.
Just a pixel.
The crouch gave him
Doing
away.
all of the
Just a
bait.
little
Didn't
too
see
wide.
anything.
No, he was. That's the disadvantage, right? You're further in Bayaz's position. He's further away from the wall, so he can see that player a little easier than the guy who's right up next to it, because your eyes are in the middle of your head.
Oh, Navi have
In
got
this
to
game, at least.
Now bear in mind,
use a lot of ults here. One away from a KO, or
that's a lot of information. I was
and at
gonna
the
say that
moment
was
we
a
can
weaker
see
one.
that
That
Navi
was
didn't go
a
for an anti-KO
Bladestone,
setup.
A couple of rifles and some pistols. A very fast-paced take. They're being caught by absolutely everything.
Relax, dude. Relax.
There,
it's all good. No way it's still here.
Yeah, just give up on it.
It's too difficult. Can't do anything about it. Already, that Blade Storm's going to dissipate. It's a lot of damage, but damage to either side. A quick rotation from Xiao to support. They are going to be seemingly committing. Angel still at the back of the site. Paranoia available, but it's already been bypassed. Taka, even while on low HP, is going to win that battle.
And running. That was a crazy shot. Nice return by Zipan, but they need a little bit more. Lots of ultis there for Gentlemates. The plant coming in now. The tank can return the favor. The Zipan had just a moment ago.
Has recon though.
Not even sure if they need it at this point though. Numbers advantage. Takas low. Bayaz with a Hunter's Fury. He's on site though. Won't be post-plant usage. Won't be to deny that diffuse. Instead, they'll be taking fights, scrapping together. This could be dangerous. If Takas is the first one to fall, Numbers can equalize very quickly. Low HP on Bayaz, and he swings again. He is dropped, and now they know where the tank is. A good idea. There should be a player in main, and Whalers connecting the kill gives it away. But the info is hard to execute on with such low HP.
Boy.
It's 11 to 8.
One sits around 3K. They got eco.
Closer and closer to bringing us to split.
Yeah, they've found their footing.
You get what you get when you play this game. It's true. Yeah, the run and gun is an issue.
5 of the last 6 when it came to the previous half.
Oh, stupid though.
They've been on a climb ever since.
We're still allowed to complain.
What was
it's
mostly
fine.
just a Whalers performance has quickly turned into a team performance overall. For Xiao, it hasn't been the return to the agent that was so beloved in the past. He's definitely having a rougher time when it comes to the fade. And well, NAVI now have one more shot to try and stem the bleeding, to try and patch up whatever problems
2-9 loss bonus.
I'll be honest, seems to be a fair
They can get a very good low buy.
They now need to win a fair few rounds, 5 in a row, if they're going to take
this
this
is
in
the
regulation.
Nightmare, really.
It's a big task. It's an uphill battle, but one foot in front of the other. A team like NAVI always capable of it.
Can we acknowledge Whalers' improvements from Split 1? That's very true.
Spot.
Honestly, when Cadaver came in, I thought he might be on the chopping block, but he's actually been one of their better performers.
The command last round definitely stands to them for getting through to the sites, for getting past Sugetsu's utility. It's something that NAVI very much have to think about when they've had their time out to discuss. But now,
okay, double hero gun. They've been changing guns for like the past 30 seconds.
Going back to winning ways, the formula before, a much more aggressive, fast-paced hit. The A site seems to be the target once again.
Didn't opt for an anti-KO setup. They insta-pop the KO ult and it hits the Cypher. There's the trip.
Not in the right place.
Hammer over towards short, completely done.
It actually slowed them down a little bit. They are going to make their way into the site.
They hit very early, but they don't have the opportunity to... Who's meant to plan this? They have the opportunity to fast fly until this ult stops. It's a very well-timed knife on top of that.
Now, there is a Nightfall available if NAVI want to throw it in, but bear in mind this is still a weaker purchase. It would be a risk.
Sure, we're going to see that with the push already coming through.
Oh,
definitely not up close though.
I just wrecked him.
Hunter's Fury doing some damage. Artist dodges it, and he's right back in the fight. 3 versus 2. Pressure on for Bayaz and Cadaver's stuck down below. He's already tagged Artist, and the correction is there with Xiao on the floor. It's
triple.
On to Angel, but Kata doesn't stop. 12
I'd had nice util for this after plan though. I like that flash over towards heaven. The fade I didn't get him. Probably farms him a little bit. Okay, 4 chances. NAVI on the buy. They got a lot of ult out of him, right? KO, Silver ult, I'm pretty sure as well.
To count them out of this match, count them out of the series, and more importantly, count them out of the year. They would have been done if this map hadn't gone their way.
Flash heaven, yeah, it was cool.
Just one of the next 4. They go to split.
Definitely kind of wanted to see an anti-KO setup at one point from NAVI there though. There was a couple of rounds where I'm just like, well, like they're not even on top of the fact they have a KO ult.
He's safe for a moment. A lot of noise being heard in A main. This is where you expect to see that little bit of extra aggression. Maybe in B, deep reveals and so on. Mates have all the information thanks to a cam spotting mid push and a trap sat outside of B main. They know their flank is nicely secured for now. They might even send Whalers for late flank. Depends on the success as they make it to the site already. One wire going to be destroyed. Another around Jenny. Nice spray
Hey,
by
respect
Takas.
to Takas on this one, not for
side
even
of
getting the
chaos.
first
It's
kill,
Angel
but for
up top,
having a good
drawing the
idea
eye
that
of his
most
opponents.
likely
They
they're
might
on
be
top
ready
of
for someone to
his
be so
pathing
close, but
over
Kana's caught him
towards the
inside
left side of
smoke,
site, and he
looking
goes
for
right
more, and he's
side,
done it again.
and he
3
gets another
kills
triple
as Artis
back to back.
falls. It's only Xiao left.
Yeah, and they sent it in
M8s.
without the
Oh,
fade
you
ult.
can definitely tell. We said Navi backed into a corner, back against a wall. They look scary. They come out swinging. Seems like Mates.
What's the
seems
last
like
map?
Cadaver
Split?
doing
Oh my
just
god.
the same.
It's got Nightfall. It's got all three. It's got all three. That'll be the information, or at least I think it did.
It did,
Yeah, it
for
did.
Sure.
But he's still looking in other directions. The
Yeah,
player's
maybe-
currently
I think
at
his
least
team
that
told him.
little bit lower, but he's got to try and wipe them all out, and it is not going
Dude,
to
these
happen.
attack offs, though.
This series will
attack
go
offs
the
were
distance, and only one
really
will
impressive.
survive.
Oh, they dug deep for that comeback, but
Shout out to Whalers, man. Whalers kind of kept him in the first half, really.
Still with some fight and Split coming